there unpacking for as long as humanly possible, or am I just lazy? Because this is becoming a joke. I thought I'd finally unpack while I talk to you about my trip, because then it kind of distracts me and I'm not really unpacking. Bear in mind, I came back with double the amount of weight as I left, so I've got double the amount of unpacking than I did packing. So, itinerary. We flew to Perth, which is where my brother lived, and we rented a camper van. We then drove the camper van down to Albany, Margaret River, Esperance, and then we crossed the Nullarbor, which is basically like the longest stretch of road with nothing. I had some questions asking how did I stay connected in the middle of the Nullarbor. There was some areas I managed to get some service with the help of Airalo. Airalo is an eSIM which keeps me connected on all my travels. There is over 200 countries and regions to choose from, and of course chose Australia. Loads of different packages to choose from. I chose a big one because I was there for a whole month. I chose 20 gigabytes. There's also unlimited plans. They also offer regional and global packages, so if you're doing a lot of travelling around a certain continent, I highly recommend getting an eSIM when you go travelling because it made life so much easier for me. I made sure I got some service when I was out in the outback. You can use my code KYRA3 for $3 off your first eSIM. I've done all the clothes already. We finally made it to Adelaide, which took about 24 hours of driving through nothingness. The plan was to drive from Adelaide to Sydney. However, there was like bushfires and floods and everything in the areas we was meant to go through. Side note, my hand luggage bag is literally the most chaotic thing I've ever seen. It's just a bunch of randomness. I brought this camera with me and didn't film a thing. I really wanted to do like a dad cam kind of vibe, but that didn't work. Anyway, so we flew from Adelaide to Sydney and then got a rental car from Sydney and drove to Brisbane, and then I drove back down to Sydney from Brisbane. If I'm honest, there wasn't a lot of planning and organisation going on. Probably don't want to copy my itinerary. I got this little postcard in the outback and my magnet, which I pick up every country I go to. I'm finally getting somewhere with the packing. Now I'm in the role of it. I think I'll get it done.